Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with the nation. Atiku, Obi disagree over coalition against Tinubu. Obasa absent as Miranda moves into Lagos Speaker office. We won't allow politicians to compromise cash transfer register. Buhari, governing Nigeria is challenging. Nigeria's electricity market opens for investment, says Edun. Why Sirica paid firm linked to son-in-law's 100% for airport projects. AU, Africa loses $18 billion annually to conflicts. And Afe Babalola withdraws suit against Farutimi. Okay.
Okay, so I have the drama that happened at the House of Assembly yesterday when the new speaker took over office. And so she had to go into the speaker's office, smartly dressed according to the nation, the writer. They say she was smartly dressed in a lemon green and sky blue flowing gown. Eyeglasses on
because she's a woman.
That.
It's because
they say not smartly dressed with a lemon green.
Why was she
smart.
The description was not necessary.
No, they put it. You are distracting the story.
Sorry.
So her eyeglasses, her haircurl was on point. Her colleagues and giving her solidarity support.
We agree with that one.
And binding all the way into the office.
They put that inside the paper.
It's me that put it.
It's all the videos.
Yeah,
so the video.
All the way. But they said that they prayed all the way and sang solidarity song. And then after she sat on the seat, Deputy Speaker and the majority leader and the deputy majority leader, all of them come and take pictures with her. You know, but in the same story, the former majority leader of the House, Honorable Olumo Iwajimo, was calling for the suspension of Obasa, who was absent on this day. But he had, on Saturday, called himself speaker, saying that his removal had been done according to law. He quoted the section 92, section 92, subsection 2 clearly saying that he followed all due process and had majority vote for his removal, and then compared it to how he was removed as majority leader. He said he was not notified about the process of his removal under Obasa. He didn't contend it because he knew Obasa had coerced other lawmakers to sign it, and he just let it go because he followed. So and now it's being served to Obasa. He's not able to accept it. That is opposing his removal is anti-democratic and anti-due process, and it should be suspended, which is the penalty for such impersonation. Yeah, so it's called House.
So let me take the major headline. Yesterday, there was an event where the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the Labour Party chieftain Peter Obi yesterday had disagreed on their proposals for a coalition to dislodge the president and the APC government. So according to the story, Atiku had emphasized the importance of a synergy amongst all the various opposition parties in order to wrest power from the ruling party. However, Peter Obi said he would not endorse any coalition if the motive is restricted to mere power grabbing. The two opposition politicians spoke at the challenge of civil rule, leadership, and political reforms at the Democracy Conference in Abuja. And there was a paper that was delivered by Professor Bayo Olukosi on the role of political parties and opposition in democracy. It was the second time that the PDP, for the former PDP presidential candidate and the LP leader had come together, and both of them had a disagreement on what the strategy should be coming in the next elections.
I have the Minister for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction. He said that 19.8 million poor Nigerians have been captured in the social register, but that only 1.2 million of them have been fully validated to receive assistance. The identity data, the minister noted, is essential to ensure accuracy, transparency, and fairness in the administration of social safety net programs. But he's claiming that politicians and state governments have been mounting pressure on the federal government to give them the mandate to directly generate the list, of the beneficiaries. But he says, this transfer doesn't just happen like that. There are conditions to it. So they need to figure out who the real poor people are, who the people who are truly vulnerable. And, this collation of data is not even something that they're doing. They're doing it in collaboration with international organizations, the World Bank and other CSOs. So it's not something, you just allow somebody to give you a list. And there are indices that they look at: healthcare, water, accessibility to water, and all sorts of things, that determine that you're poor. And it says this is not the time to play politics with poverty. It says poverty does not know political parties, does not understand anything. A poor person is a poor person, and it's important to make sure that they get the real data And when social programs, are initiated, those people that are meant to gain from, benefit from it, really benefit from it. The federal government is looking to make sure that 75,000 naira, goes to families of the, vulnerable, and they need to make sure that this, happens. As we know, this is a particular ministry that has been shrouded in all sorts of corruption.
Yeah.
To hear that we have just 1.2 million poor people that have been validated, and we know the number of poor people that we have in this country. That's sad.
So I'm taking the story from the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun. He spoke yesterday at the African Energy Summit in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and he was addressing a gathering of investors who are and partners ahead of the Africa Head of State Energy Summit. And he spoke about the readiness of Nigeria. He said Nigeria's electricity market is open to investors and open to investment. He said that they would have incentives for investments and they are poised for transformative growth. He also mentioned that they are towards achieving the macroeconomic growth that we desire. Being the Minister of Economy, his goal is to help the country to grow. He said for the country to achieve macroeconomic growth, we need to deal with the issue of electricity and we need investors, and that is asking for investors within advancing clean energy, ensuring universal energy access within the country on a Mission 300 initiative. So basically we're looking at in a pre-meeting with investors. These investors will be listening to the heads of states, which the president will be there, but he wanted to first set the ground that we are open to it. And I'm sure the truth is Nigeria really does need massive investments in our electricity sector.
Okay, The Punch, Afenifere can others oppose push for Sharia in the Southwest. National Conference, federal government restates commitment to better Nigeria. Human interest story, gospel singer pleads not guilty to killing Nasara Copper.
Imagine.
Dangote refinery to receive 12 million barrels U.S. crude, says report. Farotimi, Afenifere Obi hail Afe Babala for withdrawing defamation suit. Nati EFCC collaborate to recover $6 billion and 66 billion naira crude proceeds. MDS spent 16 billion naira on Esther Code, compensations in 2 years, says budget. And Lagos Assembly plans to probe Obasa for fraud. Let's take one story for the break.
So I have the human interest story. So Timileyin Ajayi pleaded not guilty upon arraignment yesterday to the murder of the lady whose body and body parts were found in the apartment. And as expected, of course, this would prompt the court to now go into proper trial. So I'm just hoping that this will, since he had not pleaded guilty, as they saw the body with him, I hope that they'll find something else with it. I hope this trial would uncover like a trafficking, organ harvest,
whatever it is.
organ harvest, yeah.
And I hope that they have not messed up evidence.
No. This is a tight case for the police.
Let's go on a very short break. When we come back, we continue with the review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.